Hello and welcome to our session on uploading multiple files to InfoPoint at the same time. Now, you should already be logged into InfoPoint and you should be at the project where you're going to upload the files to. We have other videos on how to log in and navigate and how to upload files, so you could watch those if you need, but this is uploading multiple files at the same time. So on the project page, which is identified by the name here, right? Then to the left of that, there'll be an option where you can either upload single files, and we've already seen how to do that, or you can upload bulk files. So we'll click on that this time. Okay, on this screen we need to put the files in here, and you could select from here and navigate to it. The way I prefer to do it is have the window open here, and I'm going to upload 3 test files. So I'll just select that through to there, shift click to select multiple, and just drag them into that window. You see the bars will come along, and once they're all green you can click next. Now each project can be a bit different, and the amount of data and what you've got to fill in could be different per project. Some data is common to all files. In this case, the company that's authored these documents, right, it would be the same. So, and we'll pick the XYZ test company. The document status, again, this is going to be common to all the documents, so we only fill this in once. And in this case, we're going to say these are drafts, these are just test documents. The discipline, this again is common across the documents, because typically this will be the discipline of the company that's providing them. And so we're going to pick something here, and in this case we'll stick with the last one we did. We're dealing with curtain walls on a high-rise building, so we'll go with the aluminium windows, doors and glazing. Okay, you don't need to worry about the permissions or the groups. We now come down to the workflow. So who's going to approve these documents to be put into the InfoPoint system? You would pick the project manager that you're dealing with, and in this case we'll pick that name there. Is there a message? This is not a required field, but it can be useful for just giving some information to the person who's doing the approval, so that they know something about what these documents are. And as is our typical example, I'll just say, as discussed on the phone. So in this case, you've talked to them on the phone, you're now uploading the documents. So it just gives them an idea of what these are about. Okay, now as we come down to the bottom, here's the 3 documents that we put in. You can see they've already got their document names, right, the file names I should say. We now need to fill in their document titles. So this one was an Excel document, and this is the title on the document. So it's not the file name, we've already got that. This is the title on the document. So for these examples, I will call them Excel 001, PDF 001, and Word 001. Of course, you would actually be filling in the actual titles from the documents. Okay, now get to copy down. Well, we need the date. So let's say it's that these are actually loaded. We'll pick the date. Now, if they're all, the revision is all the same date, you can copy that field down. In fact, you can copy down any of the fields that are here. That's what the button there. So you fill it in once, and that'll just populate it down. You could then come back and say, well, that one wasn't, and we'll change the date on that, and that's fine. You don't need to worry about these transmittal links, cost management links, or project admin links. There's a document description field, not a required field. There's no red asterisk there, so not required, but certainly useful information to put in. And for the sake of saving time in the video, I'll leave that blank rather than fill it in for each of these, but you should put a description of what the document's about in there. Okay, the document number. Alright, so in this case, test 001, or 000, 001. We'll copy that down. I'll make that 2, and we'll make that one 3. Again, don't make these up. Use the document numbers that are on your documents. If you don't actually have a document number, then just put a dash in. No, because it's a required field, it has to have something in there. The type of document that it is, again, we have the large list. of options available. This can be customized per project, so your list may well be different to what this one is. In this case, we'll say the first one, we'll say that was a drawing. Well, actually it's Excel, so that won't be a drawing. That one might be a checklist. This one, though, that's a PDF, so that could well be a drawing. So we'll go and find a drawing and a Word document here. So again, you have a look through, you pick the one that is appropriate for the documents, and we'll say that this one is actually some technical data. Okay, the revision number. If this is the first time the documents are being loaded, they may well be a revision 1, but of course, again, you picking the revision number that's actually on the document. This metadata is really just representing data about the document, so we'll assume the first one is 1.1, right? But in this second one, we'll say that's actually document 2, even though we haven't had it in our system before. This is the first time we've received it, but it's still document version number 2, and this one could have been 1.5. Anyway, it's the number that's from your document. And revision comments. So it's the initial load, and that can be the same for all of them in this case. So, but again, these are the comments that would relate to the document. So it's not just what you're doing with uploading it. This is version 2, so this might have been updated for new costs, and this was version 1.5. Okay, so I'll make this a revision for new fees. Anyway, this should be, as I've said before, actually explaining what the revision of the document's actually about. So click Save. And that's really all there is to it. Once we've done, click that, then that will be sending a message off to the approver of those documents, and once they've reviewed it, they will either approve them or make an amendment maybe to the metadata, or possibly reject the documents. And they could do that individually. They could amend one, approve one, and reject one. Okay, and you'll get messages back stating what that is. Anyway, that's the process for how to upload multiple documents in one go. Thank you for watching.